Back-to-back Gatorade Cup Series races brings us to Hampton, Georgia at the Atlanta Motor Speedway for the running of the Mountain Dew 400. Our points leader and three-time winner this season, Marshall Burrow, starts on the pole for today's race. Outside of him in second is Griffin Lynn in the 7 car. Then third's TJ Hanley, fourth is Trey Rainey, rounding out the top 5 is Anthony Fox in the 38 car. 6th place we have Antonin Charles Bois, 7th is Dale Lightning, 8th we have Carter Friesen, 9th is Derek Bouchard, and rounding out the top 10 is Jeff Bright in the 5, a past winner here at Atlanta. He has the helmet cam for today's race. The rest of the field, there's Michael Gregory, inside of him is Diego Yepes in the 32. Then we have Scott Gregory with teammate Anthony Nez to the inside. Then there's Nathan Ormond with Riley Sprague in the 26. Behind them, Code Luigi and Ryan Brommer, with Eli Bright and Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Behind them, Edwin Mendez and Casey Nanico, with Roman Fenway and Nathan Stapleton. And we have Justin Zeidel and Steve Morgan. Behind them, Jose Mills and Jonathan Buford. And we have Carson Bowers and Riley Sampson, with Marcus Sachi and Jade Jefferson. And we have William Bullen and Levi Shones, with Isaac Nichols and Kashawn Richardson. And we have Max Anderson and Keegan Thompson, JJ Reed and Adam Garcia. And the final row, Luke Rainey in 41st. 42nd place is Sebastian Kukulan in the 51 car. There's our 42 car field for the Mountain Dew 400 at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Let's go to trackside and fire these engines up for racing in Hampton, Georgia, and race number 11 of the Gatorade Cup Series season.
Drivers, start your engines.
Crank it up. Daddy, how are you? You're right up there? Where are you at? Yes, sir.
42 engines firing up and rolling off the starting grid for it's going to be a crazy race at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Every time we come here to Atlanta in the Gatorade Cup Series, we know it's going to be a crazy one for sure. We see pack racing, cycle racing, 3-wide racing, sometimes 4-wide. It causes big accidents, and with those accidents comes lap traffic. This is one of the worst racetracks on the schedule for lap cars. Let's see how it goes today. 39 laps at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Pace car into pit road. Can points to Marshall Burrow get his 4th win of the season here in race number 11. We're going to find out the green flag. We're racing in Atlanta. Already some spread out 3-wide. Marshall Burrow 5 bonus points in the first lap. That was a 55-point gap over Steve Morgan. Or over Roman Fenway, excuse me. 13 is second in points. So 3-wide off to turn number 1. Fox takes the lead, Lightning to second. Bouchard looks low. Down the back they race. Look at 3-wide for the top spot. Fox gets clear. Now, for seconds, Derek Bouchard to the inside. Nathan Orman, the 24, coming with them. See some rows of 3-wide. Mostly 2-wide so far in this pack. That can change, though. Nathan Ormond to second as Anthony Fox leads the race to turn 1. Some cars get the wall. And that could cause accidents here today. If some cars get that wall and come down to that middle groove, it can cause an accident or two. It's Antonin Charles Bois looking for second behind Anthony Fox off to turn number 3. Ryan Brommer last in points, up inside the top 3 to 3rd. Looking for a great result here today to move him out of that position in points, as they're currently side by side from him for the top spot. It'll be Antonin Charles Bois taking it in turn 1. Brommer slips up the racetrack a little bit. The 55 gets away. The 6 going to try and fend off the 10 down the back, trying to block Justin Zeidel. But now the 6 moves up. Zeidel moves to the bottom of the racetrack. Marcus Sachi outline 3-wide. William Bullen with them in 31. Into the quad oval. Antonin Charles Bois leads again the 55. Marcus Sachi, the 17. Trying to get away. Got a run, but now Bullen takes to the inside. Sachi can do nothing but just stay in line with that 55. Hope he can get clear, but he couldn't. 31 to the inside. Isaac Nichols, the 48, pushing. Here comes the 83. Max Anderson down the bottom of the racetrack with the 46 of JJ Reed. Now the 31 moves up. The 48 moves low. Off to turn 1. Charles Bois continues to lead in the Mountain Dew 400. Now the 48 with a run to the core panel. Gets beside the 55, but now the 83 looks low down the back. Charles Bois can get clear. The 55 back clear down line. The 48 didn't have the run. Here comes second in points. Roman Fenway to the front. Wants to lead 5 wants to lead the lap for 5 bonus points right here. And the 95 did it on lap 1. 13 hopes he can do it right here to just null out those 5 points. He's 3 wide for second. Casey Nanko, the 43 with him. But now 13's going to move up. The 55 continuing to dominate here at Atlanta. Has led the most laps so far. But we're only 7 laps into the event. Come around to complete our 7th lap of the race. This big pack of cars is coming down the front. It's Keegan Thompson out of line, but now Jay Jefferson goes 3 wide. The 78 car for second. Adam Garcia within the 22. Now Garcia looks even lower. As long as we don't go 4 wide, we're good. Down the back they race. Charles Bond continues to lead. Jay Jefferson trying to get clear in second, but Adam Garcia has to run to the inside with a push from Riley Sampson. Nathan Stevenson also on the bottom of the 16 car. And in the middle of the pack, the middle lane, is the 5 of Jeff Bright. This is as close as you get to Daytona Talladega type, style racing with this pack type racing. Let's go. The helmet cam Jeff Bright. See what he's seeing. While we're on board that, you saw the A3 hit the wall in the rearview mirror, and while that happened, a pass for the lead occurred. The 51 of Kukulon's out front now, but now they're 3 wide. Coldwich to the inside, the 42. Look at Edwin Mendez looking low in the 11. Luigi comes out the corner, leads lap 10, 29 laps to go. Craziness already. We're in Atlanta. And now we shuffled the best car out. Charles Bond's in the middle lane. Now they're starting to get passy and racy. Look at Marshall Burrow coming back forward on a second lap. Down the back to 95. Goes to the inside lane. Carson Bowers, 19. Coming on the bottom of the racetrack. Trying to keep that 95 from the top spot. Now the 95 moves up. The 19 moves low. That's what everyone wanted to see. They don't want to see that 95 win a 4th race of the season. Luke Ray, the 2, into the picture. Looking to get by the 19 of Carson Bowers. Rainey's won here at Atlanta before. It just hasn't been in the Gatorade Cup Series. It was back in the Target Series a few seasons ago. Jose Mills has been top 5 in points for this whole season. Looking to get to the points lead. Going for the lead off turn 4. He's there in the 2. They go 3 wide. Out of line for the 27, but the 2 leads the lap. Burrow gonna get forced to the top side right there by Adam Garcia. It'll be better for the 95. Get shuffled back faster. Oh, they're wrecking. Turn 1. The 40, the 41, the 35 have gotten into the wall. The 9 as well. They're wrecking down to the inside. Hernandez hard into the inside wall with Jay Jefferson. The yellow flag comes out here in Atlanta. Racing back. Will it be Eli Bright or Diego Yepes? I believe Bright by nose led the lap. Eli Bright leads the race back to the caution flag as a hard crash in turns 1 and 2 brings our first yellow of the Mountain Dew 400. Hopefully the field can get sorted out for pit stops. I believe with Eli falling off there, he's not going to have time to get caught up to the 32 and the 7. And these two actually come in first, second. Eli's going to be 3rd to enter pit road, even though he got back in 1st. Just because of how long he took to get in line. But the field trying to get down now. I think they're just trying to let each other go here. This will be good for pit stops as well, because the front half of the field will be away from the second half of the field. It won't be as clustered on pit road, but tough break for the drivers involved in that crash. A lot of hard hits. We'll have to see what happened to cause the yellow, but they're on pit road, looking to try and make it on fuel from here. I expect at least 2 tires, maybe even 4 tires on these cars. Looks like the 2 and the 22 are taking 4. But the 51 and the 48 leave early. They take 2. So pit strategy here in the Mountain Dew 400. So 2 tires, 4 tires, mixed bag on pit road. It gets some cars out faster. Others wait longer, get more fuel in the car. 2 tires down the way for Isaac Nichols. I do not like that strategy call. It's so easy to pass here. You don't need track position at all. I'd rather take 4 tires, get full field, and have the most grip you can have. But we'll see how it works out for the drivers that took 2. What's happening to bring out the caution? Steve Morgan, heavy damage in the 35. He'll be done for the day. The 4 of Anthony Hernandez on the bottom lane. See him in that black number 4 car. Just behind him is the 17 of Marcus Sachi. Exiting the quad oval, the 4 moves up the racetrack. The 17 gets to the inside, and that's why. They're now 4 wide, caused by the 17 car. Off to turn 1, pinching together. It's hard to sort out 4 wide. 4 comes up. Steve Morgan's there. 17 into the 4. Up into the 35, the 9, hard into the outside wall for Anthony Hernandez. And those others, there's Sampson and Michael Gregory piling in. Then the 4 comes off the wall. Here comes Spurley Tube. He hits Jay Jefferson into the 4, which sends 78 in the 4 on a wild ride to the inside. But the yellow flag is in the air. Some hard hits in this one, especially for the 4 of Anthony Hernandez. Hard hit to the outside wall, and then took an equally hard hit to the inside wall. Big contact, hard damage. So this goes up some lap traffic for sure. We're talking about how that's a theme here at Atlanta. Lap traffic normally the worst at this racetrack. We're going to see that with some drivers here today for sure. Look at that hit hard. Driver's side. And then Jay Jefferson got some damage right there in the 78 car. Racing it back around is the 88 V-Lap Bright, winning the race back. However, first off pit road is the driver who took 2 tires. Isaac Nichols, the 48, with some pit strategy. Gets him out and away in the race lead. And car number 48, come back green in the Mountain Dew 400 in the first position. Coming back to the restart, lap number 18. The 48 of Isaac Nichols, 2 tires and away on the pit stop, gets him out in front of the field. Riley Sampson, Steve Morgan, Anthony Hernandez are all out to the race. The question is, how bad will the damage be on the 78, the 41, the 9, and the others that were involved in that crash? Will they maybe be slow on the restart for the rest of the race? Isaac Nichols leads with 2 tires, same with Kukula in second, same with Scott Gregory in third, and Griffin Lynn fourth. Fifth place, Diego Yepes the first on 4 tires. 32 cars, yeah, he does. Green flag back out for Nichols. Just over 20 laps of racing to go in the Mountain Dew 400. Nichols, a nice jump there, gets away from Kukla on the 51. Scott Gregory might look low on the 51 here off turn 2. There he goes, he pulls left down the back. Here comes Griffin Lane, he's won 2 races this season. He wants to match Marshall Burrow's win total and get his 3rd here at Atlanta. So race 2, 3, and 4, the pack a little spread out. That's going to happen on restarts. They'll get bunched back together with the draft in a few laps. Nichols leads with 21 laps of racing to go at Atlanta. Griffin Lynn the 7. Oh, the 40 is the problem. Isaac Nichols is slow in the middle of the pack. He slows his teammate Eli Bright in the 88 car. Trying to get down low. Cars take to the apron. Cars take high and low. Nichols with an apparent issue from the race lead in the 48 car. Maybe a flat tire. He did only take 2 tires. Did he wear that tire out too much? They didn't change. Now with 20 to go, it's Griffin Lynn out front. But another 100 car. Nathan Orman looks for the lead, but Adam Garcia goes 3 wide. And how that split the pack up now. We talked about how they would get closer together, but look at the drivers that got away. The last of them is Nathan Stapleton, 26th on back, got really slow, had to get down to the apron, had to go behind Eli Bright, gets the tough break award there as he was up inside the lead pack in the middle lane. The 48 got slow in the middle lane. He got caught all the way back to 33rd out of the lead draft. So those 26 on back there open for a yellow flag. The 48 down pit road, and we'll go laps down. 3 wide for Anthony Fox to get to the front. And here comes Jeff Wright with the helmet cam. Looking to win. Atlanta's going forward. You saw the run the 55 had there. Charbonnet dominated early on. Now back to the front. Can he hold it again? Charbonnet out front. The 3 of Kashawn Richardson looks low. Trying to shuffle the 55 back. Remember, once that 55 got out front, it took about 7 laps to get him out of there. And now he's out front again, late in the race. Down to the inside for Dale Lightning. Push from Jonathan Buford and Luke Rainey. The 47 looks to get to the 55. This time he does. Dale Lightning to the inside. 25 cars in the lead group. We'll see if the yellow flag comes out to change that. And we'll see if lap traffic changes that, because Michael Gregory is off pace. He's not too bad though, but he is off pace. We will catch him if we don't get a yellow flag. Luke Rainey through to second in car number 2, but Derek Bouchard's other plans for that 2 car. He says, you'll go high, I'll move to the bottom lane. Now it's Dale Lightning out front controlling the race. Jonathan Bieber looks middle lane. That was a big move right there, or the 1. Could have been a wreck. They're 3 wide in the pack. Some looking to go 4 wide. It's Derek Bouchard trying to fend off Max Aronson, get clear. They get down, second and third behind Dale Lightning. Looking for a run, that 47. Now look at the rotation for the 20 car. Got to the yellow line, got to the inside. He has teammates come to help. The 19 Carson Bowers is coming, but Max Aronson got down in between them. Derek Bouchard out in front now. Max Aronson looks low. Carson Bowers looks even lower. 3 wide. But now the 20's going to get clear. The 19 will get in line. Joe Gibbs racing first and second to Edwin Mendez. Fourth on the inside. Now Derek Bouchard moves up with Carson Bowers. Marcus Sachi gets to the bottom lane. Remember, he caused the 4 wide to cause our first accident of the race. Speaking of 4 wide, they're looking 4 wide further back in the pack. It's Levi Jones, Jonathan B for Diego Yepez, rubbing off turn 2. They short down to 3 wide. Marcus Sachi for the top spot, Derek Bouchard. Now Edwin Mendez 3 wide in the 11 car. Hanley is the pusher. Edwin Mendez out front now. Hanley moves low. 13 laps to go. Marshall Burrell, our points leader, still in the lead group. Still to shot his 4th victory of the season. It's Adam Garcia coming low in the 22. Anthony Fox as well, the 38. Here comes Scott Gregory, the 14. Adam Garcia to the front in the 22 car. Anthony Fox, the 38. Gonna move now to the inside. Scott Gregory trying to fend off Marshall Burrow, but the 95 is a run to the inside. He goes. Is Keegan Thompson with them? 3 wide for second. Adam Garcia trying to emerge of that. Now they look 4 wide. Sliding up there from the 95. Almost caused an accident. Keegan Thompson goes 3 wide. Coming around to 11 to go. Anthony Fox, the 38, leads the race. Keegan Thompson looks inside. They're sliding up and 4 wide. Further back, it's Casey Nacco. Jonathan Beaver and others rubbing and pushing. 4 wide to turn 1, and they're going around into the wall. Hanley's in the catch fence. Up into the wall hard for others. The big one, and the second pack comes in, nails the first one hard. Carnage in turns 1 and 2. Massive crash. And a terrible one. We will not catch Michael Gregory. With 10 to go, the yellow flag is out. Nathan Ormond is our race leader at the start-finish line. A nasty crash. TJ Hanley into the catch fence. Second pack piles in. Hard contact all around. Let's see the reason for a second yellow flag in the Mountain Dew 400. And look at Nanico spin Mendez there. Oh, we'll see if anything happened to cause that. Racing down the front stretch, some cars shoved up as if someone was maybe coming down pit road or something, and it got them 4 wide. The 3 of Kashamerson down low, Jonathan B for Casey Nanico and TJ Hanley. This is just perfectly 4 wide down the straightaway. And right here, they just get too close together entering turn 1. There's no room for 4 wide at a racetrack like this. 43 into the 1, up into the 23. It sends Hanley into the safer barrier, and it projects him into the fence. He actually gets stuck up there on the barrier and the fence. And then right here, cars start wrecking down to the bottom of the racetrack. Then the second pack comes in. That's where things get ugly. Oh, second in points. Roman Fenway hits hard. But yeah, things got ugly when the second pack started to come in. Once that, the group of like the 20 and 11, once they bounced off the wall, that's where things started to get ugly. For Marshall Burrell, he was ahead of the crash. And with second in points, Roman Fenway being involved, this is big news for him. Look at Zidell hit the 19, the 18, the 42 come in. Oh, look at the 42 hit the 55, the 83. I mean, that was a nasty crash. Look at it from another angle, see if we can see maybe how that second pack really came in hard. I'm trying to see what the 11 did to the 43. I can't really see anything, so I wonder if that was just accidental. Right here, look at that. Cars came piling in. There's Griffin Lynn. That hard hit for Jay Jefferson to Edwin Mendez. I mean, this was just big time crashing here at Atlanta. Look at another view of it. Cars going to the wall. Second pack is coming flying in. Cause that second pack would have slowed down more. Would have been free positions. Instead, they're involved in it. Not many got away from that second pack. One of them that did was Eli Brett, the 88, along with the 6. The 6 of Ryan Brommer also, I believe, made it through. They'll be in the lead group again with a shot at. So those cars that missed it, they now have a shot because of that yellow flag with 10 to go. Nathan Ormond, another Hendrick driver, leads the race. Looking to win the Mountain Dew 400 for his first ever Gatorade Cup Series win. Coming back green for what should be our final restart of the race, it will be with 6 laps of racing to go. Remember, the 48 Nichols dropped off without might have been a tire issue. Suspension on the 48 has put him out of the race. That's a tough break for Isaac Nichols. You don't normally see those types of part failures with Hendrick Motorsports. Roman Fenway, second in points, is out of the race. Justin Seidel as well. Edwin Mendez, Carson Bowers, Jonathan Beeford, Code Luigi, Derek Bouchard, Antonin Charles Bois, the 7th of Griffin Lynn. Sebastian Kukulon has put the 51 out of the race. No fuel in that car. 28 cars on the racetrack. 26 are on the lead lap. Hanley, after going in the fences 2 laps down. Jay Jefferson lap down. Nathan Orman, Keegan Thompson, Anthony Fox, Jose Mills, and Nathan Stapleton are the top 5. Points to Marshall Burrow in 8th. Back green with 6 to go. Some cars already out of line. Trying to make their way forward. Adam Garcia goes low. Puts the 5 and the 22 to the top side. Orman got a great restart as well, because now if they keep down for a second behind, he'll be in a good position. Down the back. Thompson clears the 38 and the 27 down low. Now he'll have a run to the 24 car. Off turn 4. Thompson there. To the left he goes. But no one went with him. The 38 and the 27 stayed high. 5 to go. Yellow flag would end it in Atlanta. Fox looks to split the middle lane. But Thompson is down there, holding tough without any help. 38 goes to the middle lane. Here comes Adam Garcia to the bottom with Kashawn Richardson. Down the back of the race. Garcia trying to get to the 15. 15 shuts the door. Now the 22 goes lower to the yellow line. Side by side to the start finish line. 4 laps to go and 3 wide now. Kashawn Richardson out of line, 3 wide. Nathan Stapleton to the 16. He's in line down the bottom of the racetrack. Stapleton now looks for the lead. Riley Spurgeon was the last car in this pack, which gives us 19 to settle it. Stapleton's down to the inside. Jose Mills coming to the bottom of the racetrack. He'll look 3 wide off turn 4. Car shuffling out back there. 3 laps remain in Atlanta. Jose Mills, 3 wide to the top spot. Here comes Yepez, Sachi, Dale Lightning, JJ Reed. Car number 46 has never won a Gatorade Cup Series race. Can today be the day? Mills can't get clear. Now they're 3 wide. Marcus Sachi goes low. Coming to 2 to go. 3 miles remain. The Mountain Dew 400. Marcus Sachi leads in the 17. Now they look 4 wide. The 17 gets clear of that. Dale Lightning low. Here comes JJ Reed. He'll look 3 wide. JJ Reed for the lead. But now it's the 21. Levi Schoen's going low. Down the back of the race to the white flag. They're stacked 3 wide. Reed gets clear of the 21 for now. Now Levi Schoen's got a nice run here to the inside. Coming to the white flag. Last lap in Atlanta. Carter Friesen for the lead. To the bottom of the racetrack. Now Eli Bright looks 4 wide in the 88. Can Marshall Burrow do anything in the 95? Where he's looking for his 4th of the season. They race side by side down the backstretch. Eli Bright getting by Carter Friesen. Can Burrow get a run off turn 4? He'll look to the inside of the 88. They drag race back to the start finish line. Eli topside, Burrow inside to the checker flag. Eli Bright wins in the 88. Eli Bright has won in the 88 car for Hendrick Motorsports. Back in season 1 in Atlanta, it had a photo finish, which was won by the 48 car, which was being driven at the time, or it was won by the 4 car at that time. This time by the 88. Photo finish at Atlanta in season 10, just like it was back in season 1. This time the margin of victory just over 100th. Back in season number 1, it was under half a tenth. It was under half. It was about 4,000ths of a second in season 1. But right there's the margin of victory. Eli Bright wins in the 88 carts, his 1st of the season. And for Marshall Burrow, so close to his 4th victory of the season. They'll have to wait to try and get that another day. But it's going to extend the points lead greatly for the 95. A 2nd placer today. He has shown that he is the biggest championship threat so far. Let's go see the finish results from the Mountain Dew 400 at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. Here are the finish results from the Mountain Dew 400 at the Atlanta Motor Speedway. 2 caution flags for 8 laps and 24 lead changes. 19 different drivers saw the lead at some point here today. And it's Eli Brent, the 88, reigning supreme at the end as he made a 3 wide pass, basically 4 wide pass to get to the inside and get to the win at Atlanta. Behind him in 2nd is Marshall Burrow from the pole, led 2 laps, so close to his 4th victory of the season. However, he has a full point gap over 2nd in points. So the 95 has been strong here this season. Ryan Brommer in third, a great result for him. Definitely should move up in the points. He was last in points coming into the race. Diego Yepes in fourth, and Carter Friesen rounds out the top 5. Luke Rennie also needed a good day. He ends up in 6th. Nathan Staples in 7th. Levi Jones in 8th. Riley Spruill took a good day in 9th, and Keegan Thompson rounds out the top 10. Look at the top 20. Jeff Bright with the helmet cam ends up in 11th. He was in the lead pack at the end, but he was just low at the wrong time. Was just too little, too late. If he had maybe 2-3 more laps, he could have saying maybe winning it. JJ Reed in 12th, Anthony Fox in 13th, Adam Garcia 14th, Dale Lightning ends up in 15th. Nathan Ormond led the most laps of 6, he ends up in 16th. Marcus Sachi in 17th, Kashan Richardson 18th, Jose Mills 19th, Scott Gregory rounds at the top 20. 21st, Max Anderson. 22nd, William Bullen. 23rd, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. 24th from Michael Gregory. Casey Nacko 25th, and Trey Rainey in 26th. They were the only cars that finished on the lead lap. 27th, Jay Jefferson. 28th, TJ Hanley were the last cars running at the end. Kukulan in 29th, no fuel. 30th for Griffin Lynn. 31st, Anton Traubach led 6 laps, tied for the most. So that 55 was dominant early on, just fell back and then got involved in that one crash. Derek Bouchard in 32nd, 33rd for Cole Luigi, 34th for Jonathan Beeford. Carson Bowers in 35th, 36th for Edwin Mendez, 37th Justin Zeidel, 38th Roman Fenway, 39th for Isaac Nichols. He led 4 laps, suspension issues put the 48 out. 40th for Anthony Hernandez, 41st Steve Morgan, and 42nd for Riley Sampson. Let's now go see the point standings, 11 races into the season. Here are the points after Atlanta. Marshallboro with another runner-up here this season. His 5th top 5 of the season. Moves up a full race ahead of Dale Lightning, who is now 2nd in points, 144 points back. Jose Mills is still top 5. He's 3rd. 4th for Roman Fenway, so it falls from 2nd to 4th. And Diego Yepes rounds out the top 5 in the 32. Isaac Nichols is 6th. Griffin Lynn has 2 wins is 7th. Eli Bright is 8th. That win moves him up inside the top 10. Adam Garcia is 9th. And Keegan Thompson rounds out the top 10 to 15. Looking down, Riley Sampson is 11th, TJ Hanley is 12th, 13th for Carter Friesen, 14th for Nathan Ormond, and Michael Gregory is 15th. Trey Rennie is 16th, Riley Spruill 17th, Nathan Stapleton 18th, 19th for Max Anderson, and Jeff Bright rounds out the top 20. So far, only one winner is from 11th to 20th in points. That means Trey Rennie has the one wildcard spot in 16th. The other one goes to 11th in points. Riley Sampson is 11 points outside of the top 10. And look down, Sebastian Kukulon, his win, he's 21st. Carson Bowers, his win, he's 22nd. Jay Jefferson, his win, he's 23rd. So those 3 drivers, if they ever bump their way inside the top 20, they steal wildcard spot from one of the drivers and on points. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. is 24th, Anton Traubach in 25th, 26th for Edwin Mendez, Marcus Sachi 27th, 28th Justin Zeidel, 29th Anthony Fox, 30th for Luke Rainey. Then Levi Jones is 31st, 32nd Scott Gregory, 33rd Kashan Richardson, 34th William Bullen, 35th for Cole Luigi, Casey Nacko 36th, Derek Bouchard 37th, JJ Reed 38th, 39th Anthony Hernandez. Ryan Brommer is 3rd place finisher today, moves him up to 40th, 41st Jonathan Beeford, and down 42nd is the 35 car of Steve Morgan. So far, Beeford and Morgan still looking for their first top 10 of the season, along with Anton and Traubach up 25th in points. We'll see if those drivers can get it done at our longest race of the season. We're going racing at the Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Pepsi 600. I will see you guys then.